Hello everybody and welcome to this Planmeca Romexis 6 Smile Design webinar. My name is Noora Niemi and I'm a software product specialist in Planmeca. If you have questions at any point, you can send them to me by email or you can add your question to this webinar's question section and I will get back to you after this webinar. We have also Saila Parmes here answering your questions during this webinar. And I'm also a dental hygienist, and in my previous job I have done aesthetic consultations. So if you have any questions about the clinical workflow, I can answer to those questions as well. And today I'm going to show you a small presentation first, and then I will demonstrate how to use the Smile Design software. I hope you all will find this webinar useful and this will inspire you to use and try our Smile Design software. So, how can you purchase Smile Design? The customer can get it in two ways. The first option is to buy a standalone version, which does not need the full Romexis software. You can download the Smile Design standalone on Planmeca's website, and there is also a 30-day free trial available online. After the trial, you can decide if you want to go on with monthly subscriptions. The Romexis Smile Design Standalone 6 will be soon released, and then you will be able to download it on Planmeca's website. And the other option is, if your clinic already has the Romexis software, then you can turn to a local dealer to purchase the Smile Design license. So, what you need to start to designing smiles? You only need a software and a camera. If you want the best quality to your images, we would recommend a reflex camera and a ring flash around it, but only a normal 2D camera is required. You only need to take two images of the patient, one of the patient's smiling face and then the other image with retractors. Try to take the photos from the same angle because it will help you to match the photos better together when you start to design the smile. And it also recommended to take the photos in front of the wall or canvas because you don't want there to be any distractions behind the patient. So, what are the benefits to using the Smile Design? One of the benefits is the better communication with patients. Patients usually want to see the outcome result before they start an expensive and a long treatment. So, using the Smile Design, you can get the patient more involved, improve the patient acceptance, and present the treatment options better. And you don't need to do, for example, a mock-up in patient's mouth to visualize the result. So you are saving both material and money. The Smile Design software also helps you to design the smiles of your dreams, and we have very versatile but easy to use tools. So whether you are an advanced user or a beginner, we have tools for everyone. And it's actually very fast to design a beautiful smile when you get used to the Smile Design software, and you can create smiles while the patients are sitting next to you. I'm going to show you today how to create a smile in the Smile Design software after this presentation. The other benefit is the better communication with the lab and colleagues. In Smile Design, you can create a PDF report and send it to a lab via, for example, our Romexis cloud, or you can print it or send it the way you want to. And the Smile Design report can be automatically created, and it includes all the measurements and outcome results that you have created in our Smile Design software. The fourth benefit is, if you are a CADCAM user, you can export the Smile Design silhouette to the CADCAM module and use the silhouette as a reference in CADCAM or Ortho Studio or any other software you prefer to use. If you have the CADCAM module, you can also check the contacts there and design, for example, the veneers with help of the Smile Design silhouette. And now I want to show you a short video how to use the Smile Design silhouette in CADCAM design. And this tutorial is one of the how-to videos of Smile Design, which can be found on Planmeca's website, YouTube or in Vimeo. The CADCAM integration works the same way as with the previous Romexis softwares. You just click the CADCAM export button in Smile Design and then the floating silhouette appears on screen. Then you can bring the floating silhouette to any software you prefer to use. In CADCAM module, you can drag the silhouette on top of the CADCAM design. Then you can resize, bend and rotate the silhouette by dragging the dots. And when you are done, lock the silhouette by using the Lock Silhouette button. Then you can start to adjust the CADCAM design by using the outlines of the silhouette as a reference when designing the restorations. And when you are ready with your design, you can proceed to milling the veneers. Okay, then we can go back to the presentation. So here we have an example case where I can demonstrate to you some treatment options. So for example, if the patient comes to your clinic and wants only to remove a stain of the tooth, you can easily visualize how the smile is going to change after that. And you can also visualize different options that can be done. For example, here in option number 1, we have only removed the stain, but if the patient isn't happy with the result, you can visualize different outcomes to the patient with other options. In the second option, we can show if we add veneers to the treatment plan and how the smile is going to change after that. And in the third option, the teeth whitening is also added to the treatment plan. After you have shown the different options, the patient can then decide which option she wants to go further on with. And here we have some examples in what kind of cases you can use the Smile Design software. The first one was presented in the previous slide, and the middle one is an implant or a bridge case for which we have a great tool to demonstrate how the smile is going to change if we put an implant there. And I'm going to show that tool to you later. And in the third case, the patient has very sharp canines and she wants to reshape them. So with the help of the Smile Design software, you can easily modify the canines and show the patient projected outcome. The patient can then decide whether she is happy with the result or if the patient wants, for example, veneers to the front teeth, so the smile will be more balanced. And here are some of our smile designers. Dental technician Aki Linden from Finland, Dr. Wally Rini from USA, and Dr. Kirill Kostin from Russia. I recommend checking the smile design workflows, the user experiences, and the case reports of these smile designers, and of course many others, so you can get more advanced and realistic ideas how to use the smile design software. And here are the links to some of these experts' cases. And now I'm going to show you the software. So now we are in the Smile Design standalone version. And first we are going to add a new patient here by clicking this Add Patient button here. And then the personal information window opens, and we are going to fill these three sections here. The person's ID, the person's name, and then the person's last name. And you can fill these other sections as well, but only these three sections are required. And when you are done, just click this Save button here. And now we are in Patient's File module, and we can go to a Smile Design module by clicking this Smile button in the left-hand toolbar. And now we are in the Smile Design module, and as you can see, we have brightened the view, and we have also refreshed the icons in the right-hand toolbar. And in here we have also this new tool called Auto Line, which I'm going to show you a little bit later. And we have also modified the upper main toolbar, so the workflow is more fluent now. And in the left side we have the import button here, and in the right side we have the print and create report buttons here, and all the export buttons. And we have also added the new feature here called Workflow Wizard, which is found in the left-hand toolbar. And I just click the wizard button there, and then I just select the Smile Design on the drop-down list. And I'm going to use the Smile Design wizard today to create a smile. And you can find all the same buttons that I'm going to use in the wizard also in the right-hand toolbar, which was in here, or in the upper main toolbar. The first step is to import the image here, so I'm going to do it by clicking this Import button here. Then I just browse for a right image, and when I found it, I just click it, and then I click the Open button here. And now the image has appeared here, and we can go to a second step, which is aligning and cropping the image. And if you don't know what you are going to do next, you can always check the short video by clicking this play button here. Okay, and then we are going to drag this blue and red dots onto the pupils, and then I'm going to use this green dot here and drag it to place the silhouette better. And when I'm done, I double click the green dot in the middle. Then we can also crop the image by moving the borders around the image. And when we are done, we just double right click the image. And then we can move on to calibrating the image. And I'm going to click this Calibrate button here. Then I zoom so you can see better. First, you need to take a measurement from patient's mouth. For example, you can measure the length of the patient's incisor by using a measurement tool, and after that, you can use the measure in Smile Design. If you have taken measurement from the patient incisor, click the incisor with your left mouse button and drag the mouse by holding it down. And when you let go, the reference length window opens, and you can write your measure here. And when you are done, just click the OK button here. And then we can move on to the fourth step, which is adjusting the teeth silhouette. And I'm going to click this teeth button here. And then the teeth library window opens. And here you can select the shape that you want to use. Do you want it to be more squared or more oval? And I'm going to use this one. And now we can start to adjust the silhouette. And first I want to correct the midline by moving the silhouette by clicking this blue dot in the middle. And then we can also rotate the silhouette by dragging this red dot here. And then we can also bend and resize the silhouette by dragging the blue dots on the edges. And we can also resize the silhouette by moving the borders around the silhouette. And when we are almost happy with our creation, we can start to adjust the individual tooth. So for example here, if I click this front tooth here you can see the height, and here is the width of the tooth, and here is the ratio of height and width. And you can also rotate the individual tooth by dragging this red dot here. And then you can also resize the tooth by moving the borders around the tooth. And then you can move the tooth by just clicking it and moving it to another position. And then you can also resize the tooth or reshape it by dragging the blue dots to a different place. And you can also add a new dot by double clicking the white line, and you can remove it by double clicking it again. And then you can adjust the silhouette even more by right clicking it. And here you can mirror one tooth or all teeth to the opposite side. And you can also hide or show one tooth or all teeth. And here we can see the golden proportion. And here we can select the tooth shade if you want to. And you can also reset one tooth or all teeth by clicking this. And then you can also save the teeth design to the library by clicking this button. And then you can use the teeth design for next time. And I'm going to hide these two teeth because I want to adjust the silhouette only from canine to canine. And then I'm going to mirror all the teeth to the opposite side, because then I don't need to adjust this side that much. But as you can see, I need to do some adjustments because teeth are not symmetrical in both sides. And when we are done, we can move on to the next step, which is defining the smile area. And we can do it by clicking this smile area button here. Now the smile area has appeared here, and we can start to adjust it by moving these blue dots. And we can also add a new dot by double clicking the blue line, and we can also remove it by double clicking it again. Okay, and when we are done, we can click the smile area button again. And then we can move on to the sixth step, which is adjusting the photorealism. And if you want to create a more photorealistic look, you can adjust the silhouette by using these sliders here in the right hand toolbar. And you can adjust the transparency, the texture, coldness or warmness. You can add highlights here. You can make it brighter, or you can add shadows here. And then you can also adjust the smile area by using these sliders here. You can make it whiter, or you can add lip shadow here. And then the shade, you can select any of these teeth shades if you want to, or you can use this pickup tool here to select the shade that patient already has, just clicking it. And then I think we are ready to compare the before and after images. So the seventh step is show comparison. So we are going to click this show comparison button here. And then the Smile Design automatically creates the before and after image. And if you want to print this right away, you can press P down on your laptop, and then the print setup opens automatically. And if you want to go back, you just click cancel here, and then you can click any button you like. And the final step is creating the Smile Design report, and you can do it by clicking this create button here. And I'm going to show you how the Smile Design report looks like. Okay, and this is the Smile Design report, and here you can find the patient information, and here is your clinic information. And you can also add a comment here if you want to. And here are the before and after images. And the Smile Design report also includes the tooth measurements and the teeth shade, and also the Smile Design silhouette. And if you have put annotations to your image, you can find those images in here. And that was the Smile Design workflow wizard. And then I want to show you, if you want to import the intraoral image here, you can do it by clicking this intraoral image import button. And then you just browse for a right image. And when you have found the retractor image, you just click it, and then you click the open button here. Then the matching images window opens, and then I'm going to zoom so you can see better. So first we are going to drag these blue and green dots to the same place in both images by right-clicking them. And then we are going to use this transparency slider here to check the right positioning. Yeah, looks good enough. And when you're done, just click the OK button here. And after that, you can adjust the transparency of the intraoral image by using this slider here. And you can also continue to adjust the silhouette even if the intraoral image is in place. Like this. And you can also hide, for example, the intraoral image by clicking this show and hide button here. Or you can hide the silhouette if you want to. Then we have these draw and measure tools here. And with these, you can add, for example, an implant here to visualize if you want to place an implant here. Or you can add a measure here or a line if you want to. And if you want to remove these annotations, you just go to your object browser in the right-hand toolbar. You just click the annotations, and then you click this garbage bin button here. And then I want to show you another case. And now I want to show you how this auto align tool works. So if I click it, then the Smile Design automatically aligns and crops the image and creates the silhouette and the smile area. And as you can see, the silhouette is not always in the right place. but you can move it to a right place just clicking the teeth button here. And you can also do the same thing to smile area also. And if you want to remove, for example, the smile area, you just go to the smile area section and click this garbage bin button here. And you can do the same to teeth silhouette also. And then finally, I want to show you this cool tool called Clone Brush. And I hope you can see this blue circle here. And you can resize the circle by using this slider here. Or you can add softness by using this slider here. And you can also resize the circle by pressing the Alt button down on your laptop and using the mouse wheel. Then how this clone brush tool works, you can, with this example, remove the stain which is in here. You just right click the place that you want to clone and then start to clone it where you want to. Like this. And then we have this 4-brush tool here. And with this, you can easily visualize if you want to place small fillings here. And this is very easy and quick to do. So I recommend using this tool. And then we have also this mirror tool here. And with this, we can mirror the opposite tooth to the other side by right-clicking it. So I'm just going to right-click this tooth and start to draw it to this side. And I think we are ready to show the result to our patient. And finally, if you want to remove these adjustments that you have done, just click this undo button here. And if you want to redo it, just click this redo button here. And then we are going back to the presentation. So if you are completely new to Planmeca Romexis Smile Design in general, you can also check out the webinar regarding the previous version of Smile Design made by Saila Parmes. You can check the webinar by copying this link here. And we are also going to upload this webinar to Vimeo in near future. We have done over 100 tutorial videos of Planmeca Romexis 6, so I highly recommend you to check out those tutorials. You can copy this link here and it will get you to the right website. You can find the Smile Design tutorial videos also there. I have also attached a new Smile Design quick guide and this presentation to this webinar, so if you want to check those, you can find them in handout section. The Smile Design quick guide is a PDF file where you can find quickly all the information on how to create a beautiful smile and how to use the Smile Design software. Thank you all for attending to this webinar. I will recommend you all to go and check the Romexis 6 tutorial videos. Soon the Smile Design Standalone 6 version will be released and then you can try our newest features by yourselves. I will stay here for 10 minutes after this webinar to write answers to your questions that you have made using the question section, and if you have sent questions via email, I will get back to you during this week. Thank you, and I wish you all a nice week. Bye!